what Filippo is playing now is the Sand Kingdom, which is a vast desert where Mario can discover a lot. And what you see currently is that the desert is completely frozen over. So there is a bit of a mystery going on here. And the guys wearing the sombreros are living in Tostarena. They're Tostarians, and they're all not only cold, but also a bit panicky. And in some cases still dancing.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of those beautiful things. The moment you start a level, you immediately see this panning shot of a completely new world. And that's something like, that's the sense of travel.
So beautiful. The second I saw the very first graphic, I said, this is incredible.
Yes.
And everything is magical. Everything is magical.
Yeah, it really is.
So, Filippo, what are you doing right now?
So right now I collected 15 regional coins, these inverted pyramid coins that are the currency, the local currency of Tostarena town. And I'm buying a sombrero and a poncho just you know, to not feel out of place with the style of the locals.
Let's say. Great.
And I want to do this because, well, first of all, because I like it, and then because how this outfit shows in different. It will look different based on where I'm going.
I will collect them all.
Yes,
Definitely.
And
well, what is nice about these local currency is that they have a different shape in every kingdom.
Yeah.
So here in the Sand Kingdom, they are inverted pyramids, but for instance in the Metro Kingdom, which is also playable on the show floor, they are sort of $quarter with Pauline on them. And in the Luncheon Kingdom, which we showed with Mr. Koizumi, they are like tomatoes made
Oh my goodness.
of coins.
yes. So, I mean, we showed already the abilities of Cappy that it can be useful for players who have troubles like jumping precisely on the head of enemies, so I can attack enemies at a distance. But my objective here with this presentation is really to show some advanced moves and how you can really use it to travel very, very far. So it's not just an armor sort of around me, and it's not just something that allows me to capture a bullet bill. By the way, this for me, when I first saw the game in the office, was definitely the eureka moment. Like the moment where I got control of a bullet bill, you know, like something that I feared for, you know, years. And just the fact that I could control it was really something great for me. So we also wanted to say one thing. When we showed the Luncheon Kingdom a couple of days ago, people have noticed, for example, the moon counter on the side, and they noticed that I collected like 6 moons in the span of a couple of minutes. This is because we have to remember that this game is also made for a portable experience. So we want people to find something, to enjoy themselves, even if they have just a few minutes on their hands. And there are many, 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 many more moons that one can collect everywhere. Literally, this game is filled with power moons, and to find them all, it will take such a long time. So I just wanted to show the poncho and sombrero in the 2D section.
This is just so lovely, and it's so fun to see a master play the game, because my continuous stoning is
That's uncommon.
So this is definitely one way to go up here, but as I was saying before, I really think that this game is going to be a speedrunner's dream, because if I don't want to go over that 2D section.
But before you jump, just pan the camera a little bit.
Oh yeah, because it's cold because of the ice popping out in the desert. But let me try to see if I can.
Yeah, that little
So I can
poncho
skip the
doesn't do
entire
much.
section by just timing my jumps well, for example. And so this is how Cappy can be used. Oops, sorry.
Nice.
oh, beautiful.
Change my jumps and to alter my trajectories, basically.
So now you're going to go for a hole-in-one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to improve my golfing skills, which are non-existent. I think I already failed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's a bogey.
Yeah, that's a book, definitely. Mario plays golf better than I do, for sure. So there is an entire icy level underneath the Sand Kingdom, and that's why these ice spikes are popping out in the desert, and that's why the Tostarenans are all cold.
Wow, look at you go. Wow.
It's ice is always a bit difficult for me, but let's. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so because
Concentrate
there
on the
is a theme of travel in Super Mario Odyssey, I think we could say that Mario now finally travels the globe to find a lot of different places.
Yeah.
But of course, there was someone who did it before him,
Exactly.
namely the voice of Mario. Woo! You travel the globe all the time to be Mario in different places.
I do. It's a dream come true for me because I love travel and I love people, and meeting people here is such a joy, such a pleasure.
Yeah, actually, just before the show, you told us where you're going to be in the next weeks. Maybe give us a quick summary.
Oh yes, I'm going to go to
Because that was
Atlanta and
so much.
Portland and Edmonton and then Madrid and then London. It's going to be
Wow.
yippee! And I'm going to get a little sombrero and a poncho.
So I just, if I can take Mario in the shot, look how when he's trying to break. Look how he's like, he's holding for dear life onto the jack.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
By
so
the way-
this is the Jaxi, which is a mix of a Jaguar and a taxi. So the name
A
makes sense.
Jaguar and a taxi.
Yes, it's a Jaxi. Yeah,
A Jaxi.
Yes. Wow, good thing I jumped off because I was about to fall. So the Jaxi is really hard to control, and but he can walk over this poisonous lake kind of thing. And if I can bring him also to some secret areas.
Oh, secret areas.
So in this section, we have to ride the Jaxi, and there are a lot of very narrow passages. So let me try to get all the regional coins if I can as well in the process. Okay. Yeah, it's really tough to control right now.
It's really slippery.
Yes. So here there's a very difficult power moon to get for me, which because so let's try. No. Let me try again.
You get one more shot.
Well,
Come on, Chris. Don't be so hard. Nice.
Wait, no, it's not over. It just started.
Oh, look at the music.
No, please, please, please.
Oh, yippee!
Okay.
You did it.
Well done.
Amazing. Way to go, Mario.
Now I can get the moon.
Hardest challenge.
Yes.
Grab the move.
So Jaxi Stunt Driving was the name of this power moon. And then let's try to finish segment.
Nice.
So there are also many things that Mario can take over by using Cappy.
Yes.
And I was actually wondering, what would you like to capture the most, Charles?
The moon.
It's a brilliant idea.
And
yeah.
a Yoshi.
Did you hear Mr. Koizumi's answer by chance?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He said, I like the fact of surprise, so I guess I would take a T-Rex and then go through Cologne. That was amazing. That was really good.
Great.
So now that we've completed that section, actually, we can use Jaxi stands, meaning that just like a taxi,
Yeah.
I can go to a Jaxi stand like this one and call a Jaxi.
Oh,
So great.
There
but
we
he's
go.
still kind of cold.
Yeah, it's still cold because, well, we didn't. You see, the ice, these ice pillars are still there everywhere in this world. You see, also here there's a car from New Donk City, for example. And where is it that we wanted to go, Chris?
The other side of the desert.
The other side of the desert.
Okay. Well, first, actually, let me show again, like how. Of course, you see the door over there. So if I want to climb, enter this building and go over it,
Yes.
I would need to get to that door. But
Yes.
actually, Chris showed me that. No, not that,
I showed you something else.
not that again.
This is.
There you
Oh,
go.
you're kidding. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah. So if you know, Mario has really a lot of very different moves in this game, and if you know how to combine them, you can really cover a lot of distance. And here, instead, I have to. Oops. Do it in. This is on a timer, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Good job.
You got the moon.
I got the moon.
Moon time.
Moon time.
Yeah, what I think is nice about combining the moves that Mario already has plus the moves that Cappy enables is that for a very experienced Mario player, suddenly a whole new world of moves opens up. And this is what we were showing also in the live stream earlier this week, that if you use advanced tricks and you really like look very carefully, there are a lot of things to find in the environment.
Yes.
But in order to progress through the game, there's only a very small number of all the moons hidden that you need to progress through the environment.
Yeah.
So it's really about, for those who want to explore, there's always something to find, even if you just have a few minutes to play when you're on the go, for instance. Whereas those who mainly want to follow the story can stay on a very clear track.
Yeah, that's true.
How you want to progress.
There's really a way to play for everybody. Like you can really, favor certain aspects of it, and because there are many more moons than you need to power up the Odyssey to go to a new place. Because of that, you can, focus at the beginning, at least, in just playing the way you like, just finding what you and finding your play style, move on, and then of course you can come back and try to be the completionist. And to get everything in this game is going to be really
But I actually think this is very similar to traveling, right?
Yes.
That's the first
It's just
time,
like my life.
the first time you are somewhere, you're seeing sort of the objective why you're there.
Yes.
And then the next times that you are visiting a place, you suddenly start to discover new places, which is probably something you have also discovered here in Cologne, because this is how many times have you been at Cologne
many
now?
times here. It's been so great. And I realized this morning my problem was I was trying to get a taxi instead of a jaxi. And that's why it was so hard to get over here.
So they didn't have a jaxi?
No, I couldn't get one. Now I know where the stand is.
We're so behind.
You have to hold on
I'm sorry.
quite tightly, though. It could be. Oh well. I failed to do that jump, and we saw before, like there was like a Tostarena, and they were saying, "Oh, I don't think I can make it that far," but actually Mario can. But now that I'm here, let me just show you another thing. In how many video games have you been a cactus?
Oh. Oh boy. Boing, boing, boing. Yippee. I'm a cactus.
Ooh.
Maybe there's
He
something.
might be up to something.
Oh.
He's trying to tell. What is Mario trying to tell us here?
I think he's something right there. I got the hint. Yippee! Woohoo! You got the moon.
And it's also, if you guys, by chance, were wondering what our team, for example, Chris is doing when we are off, right? When we're not in the show. He's sitting here and playing Super Mario Odyssey all the time, and he's trying out all these different kind of new moves and trying to reach new areas in New Donk City. I was quite amazed to watch you play it.
Actually, like this jump that I just failed to do before, and I'm trying again. He just showed it to me. I didn't know about it because I mean I've played this demo hundreds of times, but it still surprises me every single time.
That was too early.
Oh, that's so great. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, you made it. Nice.
Woo.
Yeah, and
It's not that easy to pull off.
this is the kind of thing that's the first time you really don't see these things, but the more you get familiar with the controls, the more you get familiar with the environment, suddenly you start discovering that there's so many more stories to an environment. And this is one thing that I really appreciate, because to me this very much feels like visiting a new place.
Yeah.
Yes. And now I went to one place and then I came back already. Also, I love this guy. This guy wants us to bring his sheep back into this circle. There's like sheep with tiny sombreros. You see them on the background, like there. And he wants me to bring them back. I also wanted to show another thing that I love as a tiny touch.
Uh-oh.
Look at his nose now.
Oh.
Oh, he's got little. Oh.
He's got the thorns from the cactus. Yeah. So now let me.
It's just like real life.
Yeah. Maybe we could go inside there.
What's that?
What you, Chris? Choose a path.
Choose a path. Well,
There's a bird shadow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's up there and it's
Oh.
shining as well. So
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
wonder what that would mean.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
Let's not show that just yet.
Exactly.
Actually.
Yeah,
Should we
like-
go in there?
Yeah, why not? Maybe you can take the checkpoint flag and just.
Oh.
I was gonna say just show a bit of the map.
Just a bit of the. But we can show the map. Maybe we dive.